sunshine. Wow. Let's do this Velux now. So, we're going to get this Velux done today while the sun's shining. Make hay while the sun shines, as they say. The other one's done, as you've seen. Let me cut this open so I can get myself out. I'll put the camera on and show you how to do it. Get me an idea. Hey! Right, we begin. First thing I need to do is I need to remove a couple of these tiles here, just to put some felt. You'll see when I place the Velux in here, the tabs I've put on the little brackets at the right height. You have to set them completely right with your battens. Okay, are set. So when I put them on and I put the membrane round, that just gives it a watertight water seal. So I'm going to do that first. I've put the main frame in, okay, and all it is brackets here, okay, and they're set to a set height for this type of battening, okay. It depends on the type of battening, how thick your battens are, so on, where this gets placed, okay. Simple. I've moved the tiles off the front here. I've actually fixed this now, and I've also fixed it parallel with the bottom and the same distance from here to that Velux and from here to that Velux, so everything looks in parallel with everything, okay. Next job now is I'm going to be putting these on, okay. So these basically, you dress these round, staple them on all the way round, dress it under the tiles, then you start the two sides and then you do the bottom. No, I've got that wrong way around, sorry. It's the top one. I've got it, I put it up the top to show you. Right, you put the bottom one on first down here, okay, and then you dress up the sides, okay, so they overlap the bottom one, and then you come up here and then you put the top one on after, and that overlaps the sides. So all that does is stop any condensation that builds up on this side of the frame in extreme weather, you know, something, I don't know, really hot to really cold or wet or something, you know, and that stops the condensation coming back down on the frame, because a lot of these, you see these Veluxes, they're fitted and inside you see all black here, and that's because they haven't put this on. All right, so you put that on, this felt, and that's like belt and braces, and then all the tiling goes on, and then all the flashing kit comes over, and everything tidy like that. So hopefully you can see what I've done. So I've put this row of tiles in here, I've cut, okay, put these in, these come right up to here. Then I've put a little flashing kit on here that will go under the next set of tiles, you'll see as they come up here. But on this one, this is this row finish, so it comes up to this tile, and then I put the cuts in all the way up, and basically that's it. It's hard to show this while I'm down in this, standing in this opening. I'm too low really, but so you see I've put the flashings on, so when the water comes down it goes over. These flashings cover two tiles at a time, so you see that and that there, whereas them ones over there, the ones I've done, they're a single tile at a time, okay, the soakaways. And that's it really. So just going to do the other side now, then put the caps on the tops of these, and then drop the I'll do the top as well, and then drop the window in, which is down there, and that's that job done. And the clouds are just building, look, just starting to build over there, so I reckon I'll get this done before the rain comes. Good tester then. Okay, so a little update on here. Sorry I couldn't film it going in, the flashings and that, or the soakaways, because we've had a bit of rain again. It's just coming up now, it's brewing again for another load. It's just spitting now very lightly. But all I've got to do now is drop the sash in there, just get the mechanism lined up properly, and do this slight adjustment and then lock it, and that's done, finished. The hardest bit here is putting these tiles up on the top here, because you've got no space to move, the crochets are in the way, and you're trying to push tiles up to slot them back down again. And if they're in tight, it's quite difficult on the hands. Like, I've got one tile up the top there, that the top one was forced out as I pushed up. So I've got to just tack that nail back in, push it down. But I'm going to do that from the other side when I start the other side of the roof, because it's not detrimental to this. But there we are. They are very simple windows to put in. They're physically a little bit hard, but they're very simple. Take 2 or 3 hours to do, as this one has. I'm just going to lock that in. It'll be about 3 hours in total, and job done. So that'll be 2 Veluxes in, or 2 roof windows in. They're not actually Veluxes, and then we can start on the other side then. And I've been saying that, but it's all down to weather. Anyway, it's looking good now, isn't it? So there we are, folks. Both of the roof lights are in now. Tried the mechanism, done the adjustments. Everything's perfect, lined up well, and all watertight. So another job done and out the way. See, that's when the sun shines, you can get a lot done. Let's just put your mind to it. Mind you, I say sun shines, look. Clouds are building again. May the 28th, and it's still raining. Oh dear. God, it was a scorcher last year, this time last year. But for some reason we're having a lot of rain this year. But that's not what I want to talk about. It's forcing me inside, so I can't get jobs done outside. But you can see we've had a bit of a tidy up in here. We put our table up, and solid oak, takes 3 to 4 people to move it. Well, me and Lionel and Tracy done it. It was a struggle, and I've just bunged all the stuff on the side here. But what I want to talk about is kitchen's still at the same stage actually. This here, this panelling I'm actually making today, so I'm just starting it. And the reason I have to do this is I need to get this done because we've got a company sending us out a mural for this wall here. Okay, it's a nice, beautiful, Tracy's picked it. It's a beautiful mural. And before I can do that, I need to plaster this wall and plaster this wall with a finish coat, a lime finish coat. And then, in the meantime, I'm going to be making this because I don't want to go outside and mix the lime yet. So I'll get this done and run this up, and I'll show you where I'm at with that. You can watch me do a bit of that. And we had a little bit of a tidy up in the, which is going to be the kitchen. Got the Veluxes in now, both, as you saw. And it's going to look lovely when it's done. But all the materials in here now are to make the kitchen. So this is the rest of the melamine that I've cut, stripped down. They're actually 3 of those sheets is 1 sheet normally. And I've cut them down to that length. The backing boards. This is all the extra drawer fronts it's going to be. This is a bit for the panelling in the front room I'm doing. I've used half of it already. And all this material here is all the different sections for the doors, the face frames, different sizes. So you've got this size, this size, this size. They're different sizes going around. You've got the thinner ones. None of this is fitted yet. It's just sitting in there, as you know. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that quickly. And it's quite depressing with the rain because it's hard for us to film things, you know. So we're trying to make jobs so we can get done, keep the filming going for you guys. But follow along on this one and see how I get on. Hopefully we'll get it done by the end of the video. Right, take this off. As you can see, I'm using this base camp masks. Fantastic bit of kit. I highly recommend anyone who's doing any DIY, any sanding, machining, anything that's, you know, uses dust, get one of these. Fits like a glove, fits so beautiful to your face. Anyway, this is where we're at, right? So, I don't know if you can see that moulding on there. Okay, this is for the panelling work. Still got to be grooved out down here. And then I've got to make some panels to go inside here. But what you're going to get basically is, let's get the last one down there, that's the one I need. There. So, you have that. And that'll be a top rail. This is a mid rail, this one here. And that's the top of the panel, it'll be way up there. And then you'll have the bottom, which is this one, down here. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And then above the top, so that would be right at the top of the panelling, there'll be a 40mm, roughly 40mm or just under, shelf that comes out, protrudes forwards, around about 100mm maybe. And then underneath that I'll make some little gallows type brackets, if you like, in wood to go under that. And now we're going to paint the whole lot, because Tracy wants a painted theme to go with the new, what's it called? I forgot the name of it. The big wall paper thing on the wall, right? So, brain freeze there. Right, anyway, so you saw me running them up. So what we're going to do now is going to run up all the long lengths, which is the uprights, okay? And this type of panelling, it looks heavy now because of the sizes, but it's in proportion for the size of where it's going, its space. Remember, that's quite a big room. I think it's 6.5 meters roughly by, that's long, and I think it's 4.8 wide or something, so it's quite a big room. And then this will look fit in there, but I'll show you that as I start to construct it, put it all together, because I've got to make all the joint work to join it as it comes in here. Boom, like that. So I've got to join it all up first, all right? Okay, mural, that's what it is on the wall, a mural.
Bright up against the tide, it's always you and I when you want it. Brave, pushing on the waves for a place to stay. Bring the harbor, and our ships are passing. My love, this won't last. Our ships keep on passing, missing in the night, missing in the night, and this too shall pass.
We'd like to say a big thank you to all the new people that have bought us a coffee. Thank you all so much. We really do appreciate it.
So folks, got me what they call it, throne chair out. Look, solid oak that is, leather, for the end of this big table. And this table was a bargain. We bought this about half a year ago, say. Look at that, just over 4 inches thick. 100mm thick, just over 110, no, 8mm I think it was. Move the pew over there. This pew ain't going to be with the table all the time. Pew's going to come over here eventually when I panel this wall here. Okay, but this is where I'm at now with this panelling. So, got all the framework done. Trying to get you in the picture there. Yeah, that's it. So I've got all the what we call the framework done. and now I've got to do the panels inside. They're going to be flush panels. I was going to do raised and filled, but just a lot of time, you know, a lot of time to do that. And I've got so much to do, you know. I want to get back on the kitchen soon and start building that kitchen up, doing all the plasterboarding and so on. But there you go, you can see the nice mouldings. Let's come up here and you can have a look close to them. How lovely they are, eh? That's a nice French moulding. And that's another one I've just had made on the cutter. So I've had some cutters made up again. And I made these. These are very similar to ones in the bedroom, which we've got on the what we call a chateau wall, if you like. But these are a bit wider. They're wider that way. Okay. And they've got a bit more of a round on here. They go right round rather than just round to the edge. And then I've got a little shelf up here to go on. I'm going to make some little gallows brackets, 5 to go along there. Before I finish this, I've got to cut, put a line through here and then rebate this out so this panelling goes up and sits up inside it, and that sort of holds it. That when this is fixed, this will hold the panelling against the wall. But tell me what you think, and I'll crack on with this over the next day or so, because I'm going to give up now. I want to have a beer and put the panelling in, do the grooving work, make up a bit of skirting, and then I'll start to fix that. I've got to just quickly show you this while I'm here. Don't worry about the fridge, I ain't living there, it's just temporary. I've got to put a timber in here all the way down, but I've got to scribe that in because it's so undulating all the way up. And also that gives me a nice edge to do my lime plaster too, because I've got a lime plaster this wall, like I said, and that wall, and we've got a beautiful mural coming that Tracy's picked from a fantastic company. We'll tell you all about it once we get it. And then we're going to paint this fireplace. Tracy's going to do that. We're going to leave the stonework above there with the great big granite lintel, which is sitting on the corbels, which is them white things there. They're the corbels, we call it. And they go right through the wall. This wall here is about 2 foot or just over thick, going that way out, or might be even more actually. And they go out to the outside, they project on the outside as well, taking a lot of weight. But it's slowly coming now. You can start to visualise what it might look like in the future when we get all the tools out, obviously, and build the workshop. We need a workshop to put all that in. And it can start to open up the window now that I made. I don't know if you remember me making that, or making all the windows. I made 4 and fit them in. That's a box sash window in oak. Very, very traditional in England. And that's looking nice with the porch out there. It's all coming along slowly, slowly. Another big job I want to do in here in the future is I want to take that whole staircase down and rebuild it. Nice fancy staircase there. But you can get an idea now. Look, when I'm sitting on my throne, look, this is my throne chair. Oh, got a nice view of the kitchen. Steps up into the kitchen. The panelling will be done. When the fire's on, this pew will be gone. We'll have the fire going there. Here, look, we had a problem there. We had water through the winter come in. I've sorted that out, no problem, but now I've got to wire brush all this up and re-blacken it. And we've got another one over there where we're going to use that, we're not sure yet, but that's a double boiler one, so you can do central heating and hot water with that one.
How could I live the way I did? For so long I've been ashamed of who I really am. Baby, I was faithless, almost didn't make it, but I'm here. Let out all my secrets. Now I'm finally
So folks, what you see me there is making the little brackets for our panelling. They're based on the same, sorry if you might not be able to hear me actually. These masks are amazing. Just let the dust settle. These brackets are based on the same half fleur-de-lis, if you like. If you can imagine, that's sort of a fleur-de-lis, isn't it? We had on the windows that I made, when I made all the windows, I made these as the horns on the box sash windows. Okay, so we're going to put these as little brackets as well, which I'll show you. So all I'm doing now is just sanding them up. Then I'll go around here with some hand sandpaper, take all these edges off and just make this look pretty. And they'll be ready to go on the thing. This one here, they're all done, the rest of them, but this one here is going to be an experiment one because I'm going to try something a little bit different on this one. And if it works, then I'll make them all the same. But if it doesn't, I'm going to keep them like this. All right. But anyway, thought you might be interested in how that's done. Well, there we go, folks. That's on now. Just I'm not fixed them permanently. I've just put them on with a bit of double-sided tape just to let you see what it's all about. Remember, this is all being painted to a nice colour which is going to match the mural that goes on the wall. But that's the sort of effect we're looking for. And I've just got to do the panels now. But if you're enjoying these videos and you like what we're doing and you want to get involved in any way or, you know, contribute, you're welcome to buy us a coffee or even join our patrons page if you like. But just giving us a like and a thumbs up will be just as good. And hope you enjoyed this week's little rendition of work, and we'll see you all in the next one, eh?